Well, the new Pokemon Go season was just announced, and I think it is pretty stacked. There's so much stuff in here, I think that is going to be pretty exciting for a range of players, whether you collect, whether you battle. There's so much stuff, including one hidden thing on that banner that no one seems to be talking about. Let's start covering it. Okay, so every time a season is announced, people go through it and they comb through it and they say, here's everything that is included. But one of the things I've done in the past that you guys have really liked is sitting down and taking a more casual approach to talking about why I think different things are going to be exciting, what is included, what isn't included, where I think these things are going to start to pop up throughout the season, and so forth. So let's just kick it off with the name of the new season. It's called Precious Paths. Now, there kind of was the idea that Precious Paths was going to be a route-based season, and the reason why a lot of people thought that is because in the teaser video there was 3 different sort of paths, which could be argued that there were routes, but it looks like they're going to be pathways, which is a lot better than routes because a lot of us don't like routes, even though we do like Zygarde. And the reason why routes were kind of again thought that this was going to be a central point of the theme is because we know that Go Tour is going to be focused on Kalos. So it's going to be the Kalos Go Tour or the Kalos Tour, however you want to call it. Zygarde is one of those Pokemon featured in the Kalos Pokédex. And so we don't have the Zygarde shiny yet. And that's why a lot of people thought, okay, routes get you cells, which get you the Zygarde. Pokemon ZA was just released. It's going to be shiny Zygarde, right? I also thought it was going to be shiny Zygarde. It still might, because at Go Tour, I think they'll want to release something really cool, and so I think the shiny might be included in the ticket. Fingers crossed, maybe we'll also get the Mega as part of that. There's a lot of things that could happen as part of this, but what a relief that this isn't routes. What a relief. Like, honestly. So, step number 1. Everyone, breathe a sigh of relief on the count of 3. 3, 2, 1. It's not a route-based season. It seems to be a pathway-based season, and there's so much included in this, and let's go through it. Let's start with the smallest thing on the banner that no one seems to be talking about because it wasn't featured in the video. Kyurem! Kyurem is sitting right here. Can you believe it? It's not the fused version, it's just the regular version. And I think this might mean that the fusions are gonna show up as part of Go Tour. Now, generally, the game likes to have some kind of earnable energy that you can earn throughout a big event, whether it's Go Fest, whether it's Go Tour. It would be a shame to not have a new thing to do as part of Go Tour and have more of a repeat if it's Kyurem, but the reason why I think maybe the fusions will reappear is we're only seeing just regular Kyurem on the banner here, and we saw that in the lead up to the wild area that we just saw. We had regular Necrozma in raid rotations, but we didn't have the energy, and everyone was like, where was the energy, where's the energy? And then in the lead up to wild area, we had those raid days where you could earn the energy. Now that could have been a response to people wanting the energy, and Niantic go, well, let's just throw that into raids on the lead up to the wild area. But again, regular old Kyurem sitting here is a suggestion that there will be another chance to get more energy, but on its own, it will not give energy, which is, it's a useless Pokemon without the energy. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out throughout the season, but it is one of the most exciting things that we see in this banner just to kick this off. In the video also, we see so many new families of Pokemon, and every time a new Pokemon is announced for the game, people don't seem that hyped about it. The last time people really lost their minds over a new Pokemon was Tinkaton. Tinkaton is a classic, right? It has a huge spot in the anime. It has a great story arc. It totally makes sense, right? But in this, we've got a whole bunch of new families, and we don't know if these are going to be shiny locked to start with, but I love when new Pokemon come in the game. They're generally not really relevant in the meta, but this game is about collecting. I mean, the theme is literally got to catch them all, so we got to catch them all, right? And let's start with Rolycoly family. Rolycoly family, in my opinion, was one of the most exciting things to happen in Sword and Shield. I mean, it is just a rock Pokemon, right? On the surface, it's fine, but it's cool. It's cool. It's a better Geodude in my opinion. And that's coming from somebody that started playing on Pokemon Blue. So Geodude should be my guy. But at the same time, I think Rolycoly is just a better Pokemon. The whole thing is better. The whole family is better. So I am super, super excited for this one here. The shinies of these are really cool as well. So let's hope we can get something good happening there as well. But we also have Clobbopus. Clobbopus. That Pokemon name, honestly. Look, I think this here is going to be a great PvP Pokemon. Now, I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm not saying it's definitely going to happen. As you know, I'm not a big PvP player, but something about the design just screams PvP. So I think there is going to be some viability in this in PvP, and there's already people talking about this being great in terms of PvP. So maybe the stats might be, retroactively sort of boosted to make those Pokemon better in PvP. So that's going to be great as well. We've got the Nacli family as well. This is like a Minecraft type of Pokemon, right? Out of the 3 that we've covered so far that are new whole families in this is my least favorite. It just looks Minecrafty, but at the same time, I want it, right? Like, we all want it. There's no, there's no two ways about it. If it's a new Pokemon, I want it. Get it in the Pokédex, but that is my least favorite. I think those 3 we just covered are kind of my most exciting to least exciting out of them, but we also have Gigantamax Meowth as well. That was teased. Not really teased, more like revealed in the teaser. I love Gigantamax Pokemon, and we have kind of 3 irrelevant Gigantamax Pokemon that appeared in Sword and Shield. We had Gigantamax Meowth, Gigantamax Pikachu, Gigantamax Eevee. Now, it kind of makes sense. These are 3 Pokemon that are really prevalent and have really big fan bases, especially Pikachu and Eevee. And it was weird that we saw Eevee's Gigantamax teased in last season, and then we only ended up getting Dynamax Eevee, which was a strange turn because we definitely saw the Gigantamax teased in that silhouette for the previous season. So I was really, really surprised that we didn't get the Gigantamax Eevee come out as part of that, even though Gigantamax Eevee can't evolve. So it would have been useless, but at the same time, cool to have. I think Gigantamax Pikachu is probably going to be geared towards GoFest. GoFest is going to be huge this year. Well, 2026, can't believe we're already here. 2026 GoFest is going to be huge because it's going to be the 10-year anniversary. That's where I think Mega Mewtwo is going to appear. And I also think Gigantamax Pikachu is going to appear at some power spots as part of that too. And I think people are going to go crazy about that because the Gigantamax Pikachu has like that stock, that chubby, if I can say chubby sort of look to it, which is the classic. It's the original look for Pikachu before they made him all slender and fit, which he does do a lot of running. So, makes sense why maybe he slimmed down a little bit there. But thirdly, we got Gigantamax Meowth. That's what we're getting this season. Not going to be that relevant, but look, the design looks cool. I don't think anything's no one's going to go that crazy for it. But at the same time, I love Gigantamax. I love the designs. I had so much fun with it. I think the Gigantamax designs of every Pokemon is actually better than the Mega designs of the Pokemon that they came out. They have so much more fun with the Gigantamax Pokemon, so I'm down with that. In terms of max battles as well, we also have Dynamax Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan. These are total pass. Get them in your Pokédex, of course, like you would already have the regular one, but tick off the Dynamax variants just by getting one. But I wouldn't invest in these. And the reason I wouldn't invest in them is we've already had Dynamax Machamp and we've also had Gigantamax Machamp. So Gigantamax Machamp it's a top tier Pokemon, right? Like you should use that in a lot of different times. But Dynamax Hitmonlee and Dynamax Hitmonchan, it's nothing. It's nothing. Like I said, don't pass on it, but don't get excited about it. That's an absolute filler. But in terms of Pokemon returning that haven't appeared in Pokemon Go, at least in their different forms, Gigantamax Snorlax, that's back. We've already had that. We had that twice, actually. Well, if you're in Australia, we had it 3 times. We had its debut, we had its makeup day, and then we had some field research where we got the ability to catch it in a regular Pokeball rather than a Premier Ball as well. So look, another Gigantamax Snorlax. The shiny looks cool. Again, love the design. Great tank. It can also operate as a healer. it's got purpose. It's got purpose, and a lot of people overlook it, and they shouldn't. This is, you know, other than if you've got a weakness in Crown Shield Zamazenta, then one of your next best tanks is going to be Snorlax, and no one talks about it. And I don't know why. It's a great Pokemon. It has purpose. Definitely get it if you slept on it the first time, but I'm sure you kind of all have it. So try to get the shiny maybe. Then we have all 3 Paldean Tauruses returning as well. Now that's something that wasn't really seen in the video, and it wasn't really featured that heavily as part of this, but I think it's worth noting too, because this is a regional Pokemon, so each of those 3 is in different spots around the world, which is something that will encourage people to do remote trading. Again, shiny locked, kind of a little bit of a snooze, right? But it is one of those things that if you can build your community around it, you can get it in the Pokedex if you can, but it is the return of those, so do not sleep on that as well. And then we also have Xerneas and Yveltal returning. Now, in my opinion, I use Xerneas a lot in Pokemon Legends ZA. It was type effective at the times that I needed it, but look, Xerneas, I am more of an Yveltal guy. We don't know if these are going to have their special moves attached to them, but Oblivion Wing on Yveltal is like, I use that so much. That is a great flying type move. The look of it when it actually does the move too looks absolutely incredible. So I've got a really bad shiny Yveltal. I want to get a better shiny Yveltal. And so I am really excited to see this come back. Again, this could be as part of Go Tour. We may get the Shadow versions of those 2. And if that happens, Shadow Yveltal, next level. Like, that's going to be so good. We also saw, as part of the video as well and part of the breakdown, we also saw the Christmas releases. Now, there's 3 costume Pokemon throughout Christmas. And I think in order of worst to best, the worst one we have, Santa Hat Pichu. The only reason it's the worst is because I'm pretty sure we've had it before. Like, I think I've got Santa Hat Pikachu, so probably evolved that. So I'm pretty sure that's a repeat. I'd have to double check that. But in terms of the new ones, second place I'm going to give to Christmas gift costume Charger Bug. This looks cool. I'm not that keen on Charger Bug, but look, that's a great costume. I think they obviously had fun with that costume, but I'm going to give first place to Sudowoodo with the Christmas tree costume. And if anything, not because you know, it's a great costume in itself, but when Sudowoodo goes shiny, it goes green, which means it's gonna look like a Christmas tree, and that is how they had so much fun with the design around that. So I think Christmas is gonna be really fun. I think they had fun with those costumes. One thing I think Niantic has really done since it's moved from solely Niantic to Niantic's development team under Scopely is the costume designs have just been so fun. I mean, we had Swim Ring, we had the Swim Ring costume with Psyduck. There's just so many that have been good, right? Like, why am I not thinking of any? I'm just thinking of Swim Ring Psyduck. Oh, that was a beautiful shiny. that was so good. And the background on that was next level too. So yeah, the costumes are great, and I'm really happy with that. Halloween costumes are pretty good as well, but they kind of are every year. So that's what's going to be happening around Christmas. That's super exciting. In terms of the Go Pass, we've got 3 months covered in this, a little over 3 months. So the Go Passes are going to be Dialga, Palkia, and Giratina. Now, Giratina, that could be good. It really depends on what the background looks like, given you only get one of them. So I think the rarity, if you get a shiny with the background, then that is great trade bait. But I think we're kind of all burnt out on Dialga and Palkia as well. So not that keen on them, but look, we'll take it for a background. It just becomes storage for me unless I want to trade it. Get some other cool things as well. Master Ball Special Research. Now that's going to be a paid thing around about the $8 US kind of territory, but I think that kind of puts it at maybe $14.99 or something for Australian people, if anyone in Australia is watching this. So it's a pretty expensive Master Ball, but at the same time, Master Balls are cool. I still haven't used a single Master Ball. I still have every Master Ball I've got so far. I don't really know what to use it for. I've never been in a situation where I've needed to use my Master Ball. So look, fingers crossed. as soon as I get this 3rd or 4th Master Ball that I have this perfect reason to use it, because I keep seeing other people use it and the animation looks really cool, but I also don't want to waste it. The other thing that we see as part of this is Snom is moving to 5-kilometer eggs. That is a huge thing because Snom requires so much candy to get the evolution into Frostmoth. So moving into 5-kilometer eggs means you're going to get more, hatch candy as part of that, because you're going to hatch more eggs. But also, if there's any bonuses that haven't been announced yet, you might get double, even triple the candy if they go absolutely bonkers over Christmas, which means Snom might actually be quite easy to evolve into Frostmoth. I've evolved it. I used a lot of rare candy to get it done. I was kind of burning a hole in my pocket after a wild area, but Snom in 5-kilometer eggs is going to help get that final evolution. And then we have 3 other season-long bonuses as well that are worth noting. Firstly, 1 additional special trade per day. They are getting rid of the Sunday special trade days, which means instead of having 2 special trades just on Sundays, I think it was 2 or something like that, you now get 2 every day. For 3 months. So I think that's a great trade-off. And then we have increased Stardust on the first catch every day. Doesn't say what that is, it just says it's increased. So it'll be interesting to see what that is as well. Hopefully it's not just double, we need a little bit more than that. And then also increased friendship damage bonuses as part of that. Again, doesn't say what that amplification is, but I think they really want to drive people to jump into parties or jump into lobbies with people that they know together. Interestingly, it doesn't say party play. It just says increased friendship damage bonuses. So if someone is your friend in a lobby, you should see those damage bonuses apply rather than just outside of party play, which are 2 separate damage amplifications. So lots happening. We have Kyurem, Gigantamax, Snorlax, Paldea, and Taurus, Yveltal. We got those costume Pokemon. We have 3 new Pokemon families, which means we've got 8 new Pokemon, and we may get their shinies as part of that too. We got new Gigantamax. We got some new Dynamax, even though they're useless. It's a lot going on. This is a great season. I'm super excited about it. I always love a new season because I think it makes these little tweaks to the game, which is super exciting to do, but I'm excited. In my opinion, what I'm most excited about is that Rolycoly family. I said at the start, I just love it so much. So I'm super excited to get into all this. Yveltal, hopefully get a new shiny for that as well. Biggest misses of this season for me is Dynamax, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, and the return of Gigantamax Snorlax, because we've done it so much. But yeah, highlights, Rolycoly, and those Christmas costumes. Boom. That is everything in this season. I'm really curious to hear what you think about this season. Is this a snoozer? Is this something that makes you excited? Which things do are you looking forward to doing? Which things do you wish there was in here as well? But keep in mind, it's really hard to balance a game, right? You've got people that want to collect, you got people that want to battle, you got all these different things. I think there's something here for everyone. Traders, collectors, battlers. It's all here. But for now, thank you so much, everyone that is part of the Patreon. Everyone you see here enables me to go out and do all those battles. I'm currently looking at how to get to Go Tour in LA. So if you are planning to come to LA, absolutely. I'm doing my best to get there, looking at booking that really soon. And don't forget, if you are coming to Sydney City Safari, the very first event in Australia, I'm hosting a meetup. It's just going to be a small bunch of us getting together and doing City Safari together. All of that information is over here as well. Looking forward to it. I think the next event is going to be Community Day this weekend. It's meant to rain. Hopefully I can get a vlog out for you guys, but either way, I'll see you in the next video.